Hey, this is Binaya Timsina, and today I'm gonna tell you how to solve a truss problem. This is a variable, and this one is variable too. This is C, which is 300. E is 320. D is 250. Uh, this is a pin. It can go both direction, X and Y. This is a roller, so it can only go Y direction right now. And then that one is coming down, this one is coming down, and this one is coming down. So these two are the only support of going up, right? And then down here, alright, let's write sum of all moments is always equal to 0. Sum of force in x direction is always equal to 0. And sum of force in y direction is always equal to 0. So the x direction is from this way to this way. That one is always negative and this one is always positive. The y direction is this one is negative and the top one is always positive. B is going up or down. E is going down. D is going down and C is going down. So let's list all the value in. First of all, let's find the moments. So we know the sum of all moments is equal to 0. Moments is always equal to force times distance. So the total this one is 250 and it's coming down. Coming down is always negative. So we do negative 250. And then the distance from A, so A was the point that we picked. Or we could pick B, it's not really it doesn't really matter. So from A to D, since D is coming down, we look at the perpendicular. So coming down, this is perpendicular. If it was going this way or that way, then the top from this way to the top will be the measurements. Since this one is coming down, we look at this measurement from this side to this side. So 2 from A to D is 2, right? Because it's perpendicular to that one, so it'll be 2. So we write 2 on the other direction, because and then since that one is coming down, it's negative, and we're at the 2 down here. That's the distance. And from A to C, it's 300, right? So we do negative 300. And then, so these two are multiplication sign right here. And then from here to here, 2 plus 3 is 5. Another one will be from A to E. So E is negative 320. And the distance from A to E, we have to look always the perpendicular. So 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 is the distance from A to E. You might not see that clearly because of the lights. B is unknown value. We don't know B. From A to B, let's just write B, Y, because we don't know the value of B. And Y, because it can only go Y direction. It cannot go X direction. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay. Now when you multiply 2 times negative 250, you'll get negative 500. Down this one will be negative 500. When you multiply 5 times 300, that will be negative 1500. When you multiply 7 times 320, that will be negative 2000. 240, and 9 multiplied by by will be 9 by. Everything else is negative and this one is positive, because you know that all weight coming down, this has to go up to hold all that weight. Okay, now moments is always equal to 0, so sum of every moments is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to, so 1500, 1500 plus 500 is 2000, 2000 plus 2240, that will give us 4240. Everything is negative because negative is negative plus negative, negative minus negative and negative, you add those two up, so is 1500 plus 500, it will give you 2000, and then 2000 plus 2240 will give you 4240. It's negative. And then by, so we still have times 9 by. Now we move this to the other direction, or we can move this, it doesn't really matter. So it's 4240 is equal to 9 by. Divide both sides by 9. Divide both sides by 9. When you do that, when you divide both sides by 9, you get 471.11, repeating. So now we know the by, that one is 471. 471. Okay, now I'm going to erase it. Okay. So 471 is the B. So we can just write 471.1, repeating. Okay, now force of x is always equal to 0. That A is the only one that has x, because B is a roller, so you can only go up or down. E is coming down, all of them are coming down, so that's y. This is y, and that one is the only one x. So A, to be equal, A has to be 0. AX has to be 0, not AY though. So we know automatically that AX is 0 because that's the only one x, and sum of all x has to be equal to 0. So we can write AX is equal to 0. And now we have to find AY. To find AY, we know sum of all y has to be 0, and A is the only one variable right now. So to find it, we can just do AY. That's positive. This is coming down, it's negative. So minus 300 minus 250 and 320. That will give us 570. So I'm just gonna write 570. 320 plus 250 is 570. I don't have enough space, so, and this one is 471.1, repeating. While doing the moment formula, if this was negative, then it would have come down, but since this was positive, then that means it will go up. Yeah, so AY, everything is that. Now we can do 0 is equal to AY, and then when you add all these up, 500 plus 570 plus 300, that will give us 870. Negative 870 minus, no, plus 471. That will give us AY minus 398.8 repeating. I use different markers just so you can see like that value is from that, and AY is the only variable right now. So you can move this to the other side and it will be 398.8 is equal to AY.